Alright, welcome back to the Gridcast. So every episode here starts at the back of the grid and every lap is a deep dive into the world of virtual motorsport. So we're going to be taking you around a lap of the legendary Nurburgring Nordschleife, discussing all things sim racing, from hardware and setups to racecraft and just the general state of sim racing today. So strap in and join me on the world's most challenging circuit. This is the Gridcast. Okay, so we got banned. Today is Friday the 13th of June, and we've just finished a week-long suspension handed out by iRacing for a course-cutting violation. So a violation of the sporting code, essentially. If you're familiar with the channel, you'd be probably expecting team radio ban. Sometimes the red mist descends. I'm one of those drivers, in the heat of the moment I'll say some choice things. I'm very quick to apologise, but it wasn't that, remarkably. It wasn't intentional wrecking, because we don't play those games. It was a course-cutting violation. So first things first, I have no problem with the suspension. I hold my hands up, I cut the course. So I would much rather be involved in a sim racing community where you are able to protest things that you think deserve a penalty. So I have no problem with iRacing. I have no problem with the guy who protested. We are all well within our rights to protest other drivers if we feel it's deserving. So yeah, no hard feelings there. Don't like the way that he did it, because he left it towards the end of the protest window, so I couldn't re-protest him. You'll see why as we get into the footage. I'm going to show you everything that I clipped from the race, as well as my old stream footage from that day. If you want to watch the full race, the 30th of May, the live stream is still up there. But I didn't clip my incident, I only clipped his, but I will show you my incident. The quality may be a little sketchy because I'll be recording essentially. But yeah, so he left it towards the end of the window, which made the appeal difficult, but I did appeal. It was upheld because, let's be honest, I didn't have a leg to stand on. I did cut the course, so we can't complain there. However, the system is broken. I think iRacing need to address this. The slowdown system in these conditions is absolutely phenomenal, and they've done a really good job. The guys did a really good job of making it better, but in the wet it's broken. You know, we all know how it works in wet weather conditions. It just does not work. The system there is broken. So like I said, I'm going to show you all the footage. I would love your feedback on this, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I don't think my penalty is harsh. Like I say, I hold my hands up, so I'm not disputing the penalty. I'm happy to take the penalty. I accept the decision from the stewards. However, I don't feel I was the aggressor in the situation at all. So, first incident, turns 4 and 5 at Monza. So yeah, it's week 11 GT Sprint Series. I believe it was the fix that had the weather on this one, and the weather was horrendous, really tough conditions. So what you're going to see, in my opinion, are just racing incidents until it gets a little bit messy. So yeah, turn 4 and 5, the second chicane at Monza, we go for a move at the inside of this guy. I'm not going to name him. You'll probably see his name later on when you see the footage, and if you want to go and check the stream out, like I say, it is there for you if you want to have a look. I'm a little wary of this, guys, in the AI races. They do tend to shut the door on you, so I'm going to be fairly steady away here. We are all also on the new tyre model. So the first time I've driven around the Nords on this new tyre model. It's very cold tyres. The understeer is brutal in the early stages. This will be episode 3 of the Gridcast. We're going to discuss the new tyre model. If you're liking this series, by the way, guys, and the feedback's been very positive so far, so thank you very much for all the comments on this. But if you could do me a favour and like this video, then that would help. Share this to like-minded people and really helps the channel out. And if you want to catch the next episode, then please consider subscribing and turn the bell notifications on, and you won't miss an episode of the Gridcast. Round the outside here, and we'll tuck back in. That'll do. Oh, let's have another look here. So this is maxed out, the AI skill level here. I don't know if they're taking it easy because of the cold tyres, or if they all don't have the maxed out skill level. This seems very slow for some of them, but I can assure you this is at the top end. So yeah, sorry, we're getting a little bit sidetracked here as I try and concentrate. So turns 4 and 5 at Monza. I get a move done up the inside. We slow the car well. We control the car at the apex. The other driver doesn't do so well, and he gets it wrong a little bit, and he makes a mistake, and he straight lines the chicane. Now, I have no problem with that. Sometimes in those conditions, the safest thing to do and the best thing to do for everybody involved is to not try and make the corner. You could potentially lose the car, you could potentially take someone with you, collect somebody. So his decision to cut the corner, wow, I have no problem with, you know. Come on, man. I promise you this is as high as it gets on the AI skill level. So he cuts the corner, straight lines the corner, and he takes the slowdown. He takes the slowdown that iRacing gives him. Unfortunately, he's 2.5 seconds up the road, and he's tucked in behind the guys ahead, and he's now got draft, so I don't feel that's fair. Let me know what you think about that first incident, guys. So I feel a little hard done to there. Anyway, I know I've got the pace, so we push. We catch him again, and the second incident we try and make a move around the outside of turn 1. Now, for whatever reason, he gets it wrong on the brakes again. Could be lack of experience in the wet, could just be his driving style. He might be a little bit erratic. For whatever reason, he just misses the apex slightly. Nothing terrible, nothing deliberate, just slightly drifts away, and he doesn't leave me much room, and I'm forced to slam the brakes on so I don't cut the course. Now, I made a conscious decision there to not cut the course because I wanted to get it done clean. I'll always try and race fair. So I didn't want to cut the course as he did. So I slow the car right down, get a really compromised line through and terrible exit, but you know, we keep it on track. Figured it was the right thing to do. So again, let me know about the second one. What do you guys think about the second incident there? Third incident coming up is where it changes for me. This is where it goes from racing incidents to just bad driving and bad attitudes, in my opinion. So it's turn 1 again. This time I'm on the inside. We have a really good exit from the Parabolica, and we are much better on the brakes. So whether he's lost his confidence a little bit due to the previous incidents, I don't know, but we're much better on the brakes. See if we can squeeze this one in as well. And we get alongside him on the inside, and this time I feel I leave him a little bit more room than he left me previously. Sketchy conditions, like I say, so it's not perfect. We do drift a little bit. But yeah, I feel that we leave him a little bit more room than he left me. But there is a little bit of contact. He straight lines the chicane again. This time when he joins, he makes contact with me deliberately, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Forces me off the track into the gravel. So yeah, that's where things change for me. So I don't like this guy's attitude. It's a, you know, you're not coming past me, whatever sort of mentality. I've already tried to race him clean a couple of times. It hasn't worked out. So on the final lap, which is just after that corner, I believe, I straight line the chicane as he did. Right, and this is why I'm saying I hold my hands up to this. That's not it's not great. I've retaliated in a sense that I did what he did. 2 wrongs don't make a right and all that. But if you can't beat them, join them, right? That was my mentality at the time. I felt really hard done to.
59.726. Doing a good job. We're taking here in a couple. Left side. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear. Clear. On the left side. Clear. Okay, let's take it off. 1 lap at a time.
Good enough for you, mate. It's good enough for me. Yeah, like I say, I tried to do everything I could to keep it clean, but it just wasn't going to work. There was no way that guy was going to race me clean, so I felt like I deserved the position. We'd tried to get it done a couple of times, and you know, for whatever reason, if he didn't give the first one back, you know, not that he... Do we think he gained a position in the first one? It's a grey area. I feel like that was my corner because I was on the inside, I made the apex. He wasn't going to make that corner. And so although he hasn't gained a position as such, he has gained an advantage. Whereas what I do at the end, I do gain a position. So yeah, I didn't think the appeal was ever going to go well. But I do feel really hard done to. I'll be honest with you, I feel really hard done to because throughout the whole thing, I was trying everything to race him clean, like I always will. So it's really harsh. I'm a little bit disappointed with iRacing, I'll be honest. You know, it's not automated responses. You know, the humans at the end of the email there, the response was a little bit robotic, if I'm honest. Like, I would much rather they hold their hands up and say, look, we see it from your point of view here, but we still have to issue the penalty. I'd have took that. That'd have been better for me. I'd have been satisfied with that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm at the end of my ban, so regardless, it doesn't matter. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the future and we don't get penalised again for something similar, because if they see it as, you know, a constant thing that's happening. But yeah, it is what it is. We got a ban, we took it, take it on the chin, we move on. But I would love to know your thoughts on it, guys, so please let me know in the comments. And I would love to hear from iRacing. I don't think this video will ever get to them. I don't think my reach is that big, but I would like to hear from them at some point, see what they say. I would love for them to fix it. You know, fix the broken system. I would appreciate that. But yeah, it's a rant. I just wanted to let you guys know where I've been. Obviously, people who are in the Discord already know, people who follow the channel already know, but if this is new to you, if you're finding this for the first time, first of all, please like, subscribe and comment, get involved. I would love to know your thoughts on this. So yeah, anyway, we move on. So episode 3 of the Gridcast will be coming soon, and we will be discussing this new tyre model, which I have to say is very positive. Very positive indeed. I am speaking to many people across the community, and most people have very positive things to say about this. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, we will be discussing that in a little bit more detail in the next video. So thanks for joining me again. They're never going to be the most beautifully edited or polished videos, these. I just wanted to use this as a platform to discuss, get people involved, get the feedback from the community on many things. But yeah, that'll do us for episode 2. And I'll see some of you on track, so you see me in the officials at Daytona next week, no doubt. Give me a shout, say hello, let me know what you think. But yeah, drop a comment, guys. Love the feedback. And yeah, again, thank you very much for the support, as always, on the channel. And we'll see you on episode 3 of the Gridcast.